In a moment, I'm going to explain to you why parts of the conservative establishment and the GOP establishment would rather have Hillary as president than Donald Trump as president. I'm going to explain that in detail. So stay with me, please. But first, I want to explain to you two things about Marco Rubio and Mitt Romney. In case you missed it, Mitt Romney came out forcefully, fiercely against Donald Trump. Donald Trump responded in kind, talking throughout the day yesterday and in the debate last night about what a failed candidate Romney was, how Romney was begging for his support back in 2012, and then Romney basically went AWOL, just left the playing field. Where did he go? His horrible debate performance in the third debate. And I remember watching the third debate in 2012, yelling at the television, what is Romney doing? So what Romney is doing right now, please mark this in your mind. And if I'm wrong, then like so many other TV and radio hosts, you probably won't forget that I said this, or rather you probably will forget that I said it. But if I'm right, ooh, boy, what a prognosticator. Here's what I think is going on. I think Romney told people in Florida, vote for Cruz. He told people in Ohio, vote for Kasich. He said to people in other places, if Cruz is even close in other states, for next Tuesday's primary and for the primaries on the 15th, vote for Cruz. In other words, I'm not endorsing anyone. I'm telling you to vote. I know it's crazy. I'm telling you to scatter your vote. All right, so why would he do that? The goal is not to beat Donald Trump. The goal is to keep him from having 1,237 delegates when he gets to the convention, the Republican convention. It's to force a brokered convention. All right? That's all this is about. Because Florida and Ohio, both very delegate-rich states, are winner take all. So if Cruz comes back in the next 12 days, 11 days, and with $25 million being poured in, squeaks a victory past Trump. He gets 32.5%. Trump gets 32%. It's Cruz who gets the 99 delegates, all of them. If you've been following the delegate count, it's proportional. Most of the states we've had so far, if not all of them, have been proportional. They distribute the delegates. So what Romney is suggesting is that the remaining candidates band together to deny Trump the number he needs to become the nominee and to go into the convention, the Republican convention, as the guy with the 1,237 delegate vote count. But couple that with Rubio. Have you watched Rubio in the last 72 hours? It's a complete transformation. Rubio, somebody has gotten to Marco Rubio. I'm telling you this. Somebody has gotten to him. So here's what my thinking is, all right? I'm going to bring it down to my prediction. I think that some very wealthy people or their representatives sat down with Marco Rubio, maybe had a phone call, and said, Senator Rubio, you've done such a great job thus far. The pathway to the White House for you, it's really not looking that good. However, you're being a great soldier. We know that you're a friend of the Bush family. We know that you're a true conservative. We know that you love this country. And I think that you know, Mr. Rubio, that Donald Trump is not a true Republican. Well, I mean, I agree with some of it. No, Mr. Rubio, just listen. Here's our plan. Here's our suggestion. Here's something you might consider doing. We don't know how honey-covered the words are. But they say to him, here are things that we want you to talk about. We want you to talk about him being a con man. We want you to talk about saving the party of Lincoln and Reagan from Donald Trump. We want you to go after his business dealings in which they failed. We want you to go after Trump University. We want you to go after, and then fill in the blanks. And we want you to take this to him. We want you to mock him. Senator Rubio, you know that he's been mocking other people. And Jeb Bush said, you know, you can't insult your way to the White House. Well, he might be insulting his way to the Republican nomination, Senator Rubio. We need you to stop him. We need you to stop him. And then here's where, all right, now back to me. Here's where the Rubio-Romney connection happens. About 5 days ago, Rubio came out and said, Romney is not going to endorse me. Who said he was? That was weird. That was weird. And it was right around that time that Mitt Romney comes crashing in on Trump. Rubio goes at his throat. What I think, this is total conjecture, I have no proof. This is only because I follow politics, unfortunately, almost day and night. I think Romney wants to be the nominee. I think he wants to be the white horse. I think he wants to be the elder statesman who, when Trump gets to the convention, doesn't have enough delegates because of Romney pulling strings in the background, that they're going to say to Rubio, Marco, it's not your turn now, but it will be soon. We're going to offer you the VP, the vice presidential nomination under Romney. What do you think? Romney's in his 60s. He's old enough to be Rubio's dad. Okay, Rubio's in his young 40s. Rubio has no leverage. He's a one-term senator who's about to lose his job. He's not going to run for re-election. He's going to be in the wilderness. He's going to go get a job somewhere, all right? Maybe a rainmaker, a lobbyist or something. But Romney could be just waiting in the wings saying, let's just keep Trump from getting it. And then Cruz is a wacko. He's an outsider. He's as crazy as Trump, maybe crazier. Romney hates what Cruz stands for. You need to know that, okay? So we've got Trump and Cruz as the anti-establishment insurgent candidates. Marco Rubio, the establishment candidate, but too young and hasn't earned the credibility and the credit, the horsepower to be the guy who says, I should be the nominee. John Kasich, numerically, is doing worse than Rubio. He's in single digits. Rubio's at least neck and neck with Cruz in many states. So Romney's people are just beginning. They're salivating. They're looking, saying, Romney can be the one who saves the party. He's an electable candidate. He almost beat Hillary. He gets to be the knight in shining armor who comes in on the white horse. We throw Rubio a bone. We keep the insurgents, Cruz, and Trump from getting the nomination. And maybe we even tell Kasich, look, we'll make you Secretary of State. Very prestigious job. He gets to travel around the world. Or if you'd like, you can be one of the secretaries of something domestically. That's what I think is going on. If I'm right, we'll play this tape, right? If I'm right, we will play this tape when it all happens. If I'm wrong, you have my blessing to completely forget everything that I said. Here, I'll do the Obi-Wan Kenobi thing. I think it's time to go to a commercial.